Good evening. We shall wait for some people to join us. I don't know why I keep looking up there. Oh, we got a few people in already. That's what I like to see. Nice and prompt. Hi guys. Hi Della. Hi Sarah. Hi Jan. Nice to see you this evening. Thank you for joining us. Hey, Ange. Hi Stephanie. Oh, we're getting there. Look at that. Hi Sally. Who's excited? Hi Kate. Hi Rebecca. I think we'll get started in a second. Oh, yep. Let's get started. So, who's excited this evening for Blossom and Bloom? I know I am. I think this has got to be one of my favourite collections so far. There isn't a colour in this collection that I do not like. So I just want to say a massive thank you to all of you for joining me this evening. And my model, Emma, as always. She's here. I'll turn you around. There she is.
Don't look up.
So we've got lots of fun this evening to show you. I'm just going to put the phone where it needs to go. And then I will turn it around. Oh, it is the right way around.
Yeah, it's
How
right.
did that happen?
I don't know. What did you do?
I must have turned it round then.
Okay, let's
I
go
didn't
with
even
it.
realise. So, we are here this evening for the launch of Light Elegance Blossom and Bloom collection. And as always, I have a few samples already made. But who wants to see these gorgeous colours and glitters? So, this collection is perfect for spring. I think as well it's going to see us through into the summer months as well. As always, there's 6 colour gels and 6 corresponding glitters that go with it all. Oh, look, they're all saying hello to you. Isn't that cute?
Nice. Hi.
So I'm going to kick it off and I'll show you all of the colours in all their glory. And then I will show you, as always, my little swatches that I've already done. And then we'll get into some fantastic nail art that we can create with these coloured gels and glitter gels. So the first one is Rose to the Occasion. Now, this, we do not have a colour like this in the collection. I think for me, this is what we've been missing. This, when you open it, is a kind of raspberry red cream, I would say. It's like a really nice raspberry red. So it's got a pink undertone to it, as you can see there. It's not coming out under camera the colour that it is in real life. It's a lot more pinker in real life. It's coming out quite reddy orange under camera, I think. But you can see like the bluey pink tones to it in the lid there. But that one is Rose to the Occasion. The names of these as well, guys. The names of this collection has been really thought out. So next in the lineup is What Incarnations, and this is a beautiful pink cream. This hasn't got any yellow in it, so it's a true pink. It's going to suit most skin tones. It looks beautiful, mattified. It's a really nice, rich, mid-tone pink. What Incarnations? Well, let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. Can I zoom? I'm just going to zoom in a little bit. And then we've got Talk Dirt to Me. Now, this is a bone white. So it's a white cream bone colour. It's a beautiful colour, and again, one that we haven't got in the Light Elegance family at the moment. And it's a beautiful cream bone white. And I don't mean cream as in like milk cream. I mean cream as in a matte colour. Next up, we've got Don't Be Such a Pansy, which is the one that's going to see us through to summer. all of the colours apart from one are all creams. They're not shimmers or anything like that. This isn't coming out under camera. This is a hot coral. Okay, so this reminds me of, I can't remember the name of it. Short Skirt Flirt Flirt, I think it is. Yes. This is very similar to Short Skirt Flirt Flirt from the Buttercream collection. I think Short Skirt Flirt Flirt is a little bit paler, but this is a beautiful coral cream, which you're going to get a lot of use of in the spring months and also into the summer months. So that's, don't be such a pansy. The names, guys, what do we think of the names? Are they not fantastic? You Had Me at Aloe. This is, oh no, this is a shimmer as well, actually. I lied. So this is the pale mint green that we're missing in our collection. This is stunning. This colour, I don't know if it's picking it up under camera very well, has a subtle gold shimmer running through it. You can see it there in the lid, look. The coverage of these is phenomenal, as always, what we expect from Light Elegance. But the shimmer in this one kind of amps it up a little bit. It just gives it a little bit of something. So it's not a flat cream mint green. And then finally, we have You Grow Girl. Grow Girl is going to be our versatile colour in this collection. This has got shade shifting pigments within here. So it's in a lavender base and you've got green, pinks and lavender shimmer, blues and stuff like that running through it. You can see the pink really picking up on the black there on the pot. But this is a proper shade shifter. This looks gorgeous on its own with two thin layers, but this, for me, is an amazing layering colour. So you can layer this over other colours, and this looks great over black as well, guys, which I have got a couple of samples to show you. So the corresponding glitters for these, again, the names are fantastic. And the glitters are yum. I'm just going to pop these lids on because I know what I'm like and I will knock them. So corresponding glitter to Rose to the Occasion is Eat, Drink and Rosemary. This, we don't have a colour like this in the collection, and I'm so pleased that this has come out. This is our hot pink medium glitter. This goes on really, really easy. It's nice. It gives you a smooth finish rather than the chunkies. So I'd say it's a medium to fine glitter. And it's a proper hot pink. Eat, Drink and Rosemary. I think that's going to be a firm favourite. Next up, that goes with What Incarnations, is Losing My Impatience. This is beautiful. This is going to be another one that you're going to be reaching for to put over any single colour that you want. You can see you've got lilac tones, you've got pink tones, you've got green, you've got blue, and it's a micro fine glitter. It's a really fine glitter in this collection. This is beautiful. This one, for those of you that have got some of the original glitters, is very similar to Jetty Betty in colour wise, although you can't see the purple coming out on this. This is more of a chunkier glitter, so it's more of a medium glitter, whereas this one, Losing My Impatience, is super, super fine. You can see this is a bit on the more pinky side, whereas this one's more on the lavender blue side. This is super fine. This one will give you the similar look, but on the chunkier side of glitter. Not chunky though. So that's similar to Jetty Betty, but not, if you know what I mean. So next up, that matches Talk Dirt to Me, is Oopsie Daisy. This is a white gold glitter, guys. Hi Helen. Hi Irene. Oh, there's my Jonty there too. Bless him. Hi, Julie. Or Julia, sorry. So this is a white gold glitter. Think diamond, but white gold without all the iridescent colours that are within it, the holographicness in it. This is beautiful. It's kind of got like a greeny tone to it. Would you say? Like a yellowy, a pale yellowy green? But it is a white gold glitter. It's gorgeous. And that's Oopsie Daisy. What a name. Don't Be Such a Pansy. I've paired up with A Peony for Your Thoughts. Now, those of us out there that love Fairy Good are going to love A Peony for Your Thoughts. Peony for Your Thoughts has some of the chunkies that are synonymous with Fairy Good. You can see them there, the large hexagon pieces. This is more of a coral mango crush kind of colour glitter, and it's a combination of iridescent pieces. You've got some pale matte pieces of glitter in there, and then you've got those large and different size chunkier glitters iridescent in there. They are simply stunning. So that's Peony for Your Thoughts. So this is going to be more of a placement glitter. You Had Me at Hello, I've paired with Say It Ain't Cilantro. Now, for those of us in the UK, cilantro is also known as coriander. But I don't think coriander would sound as good as Say It Ain't Cilantro. So cilantro is a good one. This is beautiful. This again is another one of those chunky mixed size pieces of glitter. It's a pale green. You can see some of the green metallic in there. But what it's also got in there is some matte, pale lavender pieces. Pale like a lime matte green pieces. I don't know if you can see it right down there. There's like a limey kind of green, but it's matte. And those are pale mint pieces. Really well. It's stunning. And again, this is one that you can use as a placement. You can use it to do a fade. These two look stunning together. And then finally, that I've paired up with You Grow Girl is my favourite name. I Wet My Plants. Those of you that know me, one of my favourite sayings are pee in my panties. I did not pee in my pants. So I wet my plants. This is a chunky mylar. This is a blue, like a indigo, violet, purple, blue mylar. Rather than, I mean, you have got the greens and the turquoises in there and the yellows, but this is more of your violet tones, your purple tones, the blue, turquoise. This is beautiful. So would I, Rach. I want to pick some of these names. But this again is, because it's a mylar, it's going to be a placement one. So there are our colours. I bet those of you that have ordered these cannot wait to get your little mitts on them. I'm just going to move these off to the side. I need some more room, don't I, Em? And then I will bring in, as usual, the Blossom and Bloom board that I've done. So you can see, as I always do, and this time, look, do you not like? They look like little flowers. Blossom and Bloom. I did my swatches as flowers. So first up, we've got Don't Be Such a Pansy with Super Shiny, Don't Be Such a Pansy with Matte Top Coat, and then also with A Peony for Your Thoughts over the top. And then I've got one coat of Peony for Your Thoughts and 2 coats of Peony for Your Thoughts. So this is a stunning colour. It's a really rich coral cream. It's beautiful. It looks great. Next up, we have Talk Dirt to Me with Oopsie Daisy. So again, as usual, super shiny, flat matte, and then Oopsie Daisy over the top. 1 coat of Oopsie Daisy, 2 coats of Oopsie Daisy, and you can see it's a white gold. It's not silver. It has got a kind of gold undertone to it, but it's a white, true white gold glitter. It's beautiful. Next up, we've got You Grow Girl with I Wet My Plants. Super shiny, flat matte, I Wet My Plants. 1 coat, 2 coat. And you can see when you put this over different colours, you're going to get a different coloration. So this is it on its own. And when I put the black behind, you'll see that you'll get a different shade that comes through on that Mylar. And again with that one, you can really see the blue coming through when you paint it over a darker background. Next up, we have Rose to the Occasion. Now, under camera, as I said, guys, this is coming out really red, and it's not. It's a really nice raspberry pink. Pinky red. So, super shiny, flat matte. Which one's this? The rosemary one. Eat, Drink and Rosemary. 1 coat, 2 coats. So, those two pair really well together. What Incarnations? 1 coat, 2 coat, and Losing My Impatience. Do you see what I mean about this glitter being stunning? Over the top of that pink, look what it does to it. It's beautiful. And then single coat on its own, double coat. This, I think, is a really versatile, beautiful glitter. And then last up, we have You Had Me at Aloe. You can't really see. Oh, bless her. Hi, Nat Nat. You can't see the shimmer in this, but instead of it being a flat mint cream, it has a bit of depth to it because of that gold shimmer that's running through there. Flat matte. Say It Ain't Cilantro. 1 coat, and there you can really see those lavender matte pieces and that lime green coming through that glitter. And then 2 coats of Say It Ain't Cilantro. So the glitters, again, as well as the colour gels, are stunning whether you apply them with 1 coat or 2 coats. And my favourite thing of all with all of these colours is Rose to the Occasion, because this is Rose to the Occasion with 2 coats. Let's see if I can take this off without ripping my board. And this here is Rose to the Occasion with 1 thin coat. It goes on quite sheer, so you can really see how pink it is. I have put Losing My Impatience glitter through that, but you can actually see that it's more of a pink tone rather than the red, because it is quite pink, isn't it?
This one doesn't come up as
orange. No, it's coming out more orange rather than coral.
Yeah, it is.
So this is a look that I've done using Rose to the Occasion, and all I've done is swirled in some Losing My Impatience with a dotting tool while it was still wet, and then I also swirled in a little bit of Talk Dirt With Me to give the swirls, and then did some hand painted 3D filigree work on the top. I need to move this camera really to show everybody these properly. So I did ask when I posted about the live that I was going to be doing, is there anything that anybody wants to see? And I only had 1 person comment, and that was the blooming technique with Light Elegance. So I am going to be showing you tonight 2 different ways to do the blooming technique with Light Elegance. So I sat down and I figured something out. So there's a few of these that have got a blooming technique on them. So this one here is, I can't remember what I did. Oh, yes, I can. That is 1 thin coat of Rose to the Occasion with 1 coat of You Grow Girl over the top. Look at the colour it creates as the base. It's beautiful. And then I've done a blooming technique using Talk Dirt to Me, and Rose to the Occasion on. This one is Talk Dirt to Me with hand painted flowers, and again this one is Rose to the Occasion, so you can see it can come out quite a pale or a sheerer pink version. Then we've got What Incarnations with some hand painted one stroke, and then 3 bloomed nails. Then we've got the Blooming Roses, which is using a different technique, and again I've used Rose to the Occasion and Talk Dirt to Me, and then I've put in some Say It Ain't Cilantro for the accents of glitter and some rosemary one, Eat, Drink and Rosemary with that one. Then we've got You Had Me at Aloe with Say It Ain't Cilantro, and then I've used Don't Be Such a Pansy, Rose to the Occasion and some black buttercream, and then obviously I'll put the corresponding glitters on. Here we've got just a simple stripe with Don't Be Such a Pansy, and that is coming out really hot orange under the camera, and it's not that colour in real life, it's a coral. But I've used every single one of the colour gels on this one in the stripes. I don't know if you can see.
It's not.
So that is the mint green. This last stripe here is the mint green. Then you've got You Grow Girl. Then we've got What Incarnations. And then I've put in some Oopsie Daisy. We've got Talk Dirt to Me. And then Rose to the Occasion with Losing My Impatience. Then we've got, this is what I love. Now, this is What Incarnations with You Grow Girl over the top. And this is black with You Grow Girl over the top. Look at what it does to black. You can really see that the shade shifting in that You Grow Girl, because that's just over plain black with some one stroke flowers, and then You Had Me at Aloe with Say It Ain't Cilantro with some one stroke. But I love You Grow Girl as an overlay colour because it changes whatever you put it over the top of. Then some simple stripes blended in with a lot of different colours, and then I've double stamped with the Yours Flower stamp. Rachel, it's my favourite stamp. I can't remember what one it is. You'll have to find that out for me. And I double stamped with gold and white. Then we've got a really simple, these are so easy but so effective. So I've put every colour on that, and then 2 of them are with Losing My Impatience over the top. And then finally that one. So I have been a busy girl, guys. The one stroke has been done with Light Elegance Buttercream. I'm new to one stroke, so they're not perfect. I'm not that great at it, but I give it a go. So, what do we want to see first, guys? Anything anybody want to see in particular? Because I've got 10 whole nails ready and waiting to go. I'm not going to be doing any French or anything like that because Emma's already got enhanced nails on, but they are primed and prepped and ready to go. So does anybody want to give me any hints of what they want to see first? Or shall we just go for it? Have we got a bit of a lag on the comments, do you think?
No, because this is actually, because we're going live on here, I can see it instantly. It's a lag here.
Double stamped one?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I need to get my stamping plate out now. I didn't think anybody was going to answer the stamping. Prepare for every eventuality. Oh, I spilled my drink earlier, didn't I? Just didn't it on. So it's this stamping plate, which is Sasha Goson's YS14. Where's my acetone? Oh no. Let's get the stamping polishes out. Where's my lint roller?
There. Do it.
Yeah, please. Okay. Oh, you're going to make me do one stroke on the camera. You lot are mean. Mean. I've just said I've only just started learning how to do it.
One stroke, please. One stroke flowers.
I know. Awful. Okay. So I'm going to do the double stamped one. Sorry, Emma, you're going to have some double stamped nails.
Yeah, whatever. Told you. Don't care.
So I've already cleansed this now, which you just saw me do. And I'm coming in with a thin coat of Talk Dirt to Me. I keep wanting to say Talk Dirt with me. I think because I talk dirt all the time. So you can see the coverage and the application of these guys is beautiful as always. And I've just got it all up the side. Great. And before we pop that in, I'm going to do a second nail. One stroke flowers. I'll just do it on this. But will it show up? Maybe not. What colour? If I do it, oh, I'll do it on White Incarnations. No, this is over the top of Light Elegance gel nails, but you can use the Light Elegance colour gels over the top of acrylic. You just need to make sure that before you apply the colour gel on the acrylic, the finished filed acrylic, that you go in and apply a layer and cure it of Light Elegance tack beforehand. Because if you go to paint Light Elegance colour gels or glitter gels or buttercream over the top of a filed acrylic, it will chip off. It won't stick. So you need to have that tack base there before you go in and apply your colour gels to acrylic.
We've just had another comment from Teresa saying, sorry if I missed, but does that have a shade to it? Are you meaning the white? This one?
Have a sheen to it?
Yeah.
Which one?
I think she means this one.
Okay, pop them in the lamp for me. Which one, T? They're all creams, babe. So the cream is, the white's a cream. It's a bone white cream colour. Yeah, bone white is a cream. There's no shimmer in there at all, and neither has What Incarnations. The only one two that have shimmer in them is You Grow Girl and You Add Me at Aloe. This one's got a gold shimmer in it, and this one has all the different shade shifts. It's not metallic at all.
Yes, you will be able to view it after, won't you?
Yeah. So I'm just coming in and applying my second thin coat of Talk Dirt to Me. I'm not going to cure that though, Em, so please don't put that hand in the lamp.
Okay.
And a second coat of What Incarnations. And I'm using my gel polish bling brush, the number 6, to do this. This gel brush is beautiful at providing a really smooth application of the glitter gels and the colour gels and buttercreams, and even to get out the last dregs of your shellac is beautiful to apply shellac as well. So before we pop this in the lamp, I shouldn't have put the lid on that. Why didn't I just do 2 coats of the pinky colour? What for? I just have done 2 coats. I don't get that. So I'm just taking my stripy brush from the Selena Ryden collection, and I'm just going to dip this into each of the different colours. That I want, and I'm placing these into that wet layer of You Grow Girl, because I'm doing 2 different nails, Sandy. I've got 2 coats of What Incarnations on there and 2 coats of Talk Dirt to Me on that one. So I've just put a mixture of You Had Me at Aloe, What Incarnations.
Sorry.
Don't Be Such a Pansy. Move over.
Couldn't see the finger.
Oh, what was I doing? Sorry.
That one. That's my fault.
Okay, so I've just literally striped those colours onto that nail. And before we pop this in the lamp to cure... Oh no, I've just put the wrong colour on. I'm going to take my clean number 6 gel brush. And I'm just going to blend those colours through that nail. Now this will have a shimmer running through it. And I think this needs a little hit of red. Or that pink. So I'm just going to pop a little bit of pink on there. And again, with a really light touch, fade that through. Okay, so now we can cure those. I've done my second coat on that one, didn't I?
I'm just showing them.
Oh, okay. Emma knows what she's doing better than I do now. She's a pro at it.
Showing them that you've done 2 colours on that one. There's room. You've zoomed in, that's one. This is fab.
Flat mat. So I need flat mat. And I'm going to apply a layer of flat mat to my Talk Dirt to Me. I think we need to cleanse these nails a little bit more.
Okay.
Okay.
Going?
Yep. That. That's my place marker. Shh, I didn't tell you that.
It's for me.
So Emma knows where to put her fingers. So I'm going to take my stamping plate, and then I'm going to use Golden Galaxy and White Light from the Yours stamping. Oh, you know what else I didn't get out? There it is. Lucky. So I'm going to remove my inhibition layer with my LE cleanser.
What is the difference between this and the shellac?
This is a hard colour gel. So this is an enhancement colour. Okay. So you can see that they're matte. They're not shiny anymore. So I'm just taking my Yours, actually get my lid off ready, and I'm using my Yours Halo stamper, and I better put some paper down because I will end up getting this all over my pillowcase and then I will ruin it. It will be no good. So I'm just going to grab in some couch roll, guys. Flower plate. It was flower plate. I doubted myself when I shouldn't have done. I've used it so much. So you might get a little bit of glare in from the metal, I'm afraid, guys. Stamper. So I'm just applying a quick slick of the gold, scraping, picking up. I'm not doing a detailed how to stamp, I'm afraid. And then place that down. You can see. What a waste. Look at all of that. So always when you're stamping with over the top of Light Elegance, you must make sure that you have removed that inhibition layer. If you haven't removed your inhibition layer, your polish that you're stamping with will not stick, it will slip. The inhibition layer on these is really slippy. I love the Yours stamping polishes because they are so highly pigmented and they dry super fast. So I'm going straight in with just white. Sorry?
There's a comment above, is it harder to remove?
Is what harder to remove?
I read the other one. Is it harder to remove the hard gels? Really want to try them, but does it take longer to remove?
If you're enhancement trained, hard gels are not harder to remove. Hard gels are a enhancement product. They're not for natural nail clients. So versus shellac, well then yes, they are harder to remove because you're removing an enhancement coating rather than a polish. So yeah. So I've just double stamped. And I'm just going to take some acetone and clean up around the edges. And then I will finish that. I'm going to put super shine on. No, let's put matte. So we can carry on and put matte top coat over the top of this. So everything that I'm using tonight, guys, as Rachel said, is available to purchase from Sweet Squared. I don't use anything in my videos that you can't buy from Sweet Squared. Obviously this is a Sweet Squared live, so why would I use anything else? So I've just applied my top coat to that. We're going to pop that in the lamp. Move all of these out of the way. No more stamping now, guys. Stamping's done. Get rid. What I do need to get, oh, I can't believe you're making me do this. The pressure. So don't blame me if this goes wrong, you guys. It'll be on your head, whoever recommended me doing one stroke. No, you need to you can use a hand file to file Light Elegance. You don't need to have a e-file, although we will be doing e-file training shortly using the Light Elegance zippy file, which is phenomenal. But no, even though it's a hard gel, it's a lot easier to file or even hand file than acrylic. So let's bring your finger up. There's your double stamped design on there. So let's cleanse this bad boy again. So I'm going to do, or attempt to do, one stroke with Light Elegance buttercreams. Always have a matte top coat or matte the nail, the colour underneath. And all I'm going to do is decant some product out. You don't need a lot because these are buttercreams. They are highly pigmented. I don't know. Can you see that under camera?
I can't because it's coming over the top.
Yeah, but you can.
Yeah, you can see where it is. Yeah,
you can see where it is under camera.
Yes.
So yeah, you can.
Yes, sorry.
As long as it's in the shot.
Yeah, it's in the shot. You're fine.
Okay. So I'm using Beautiful and Bold buttercream and Just White buttercream. And I'm going to use my Light Elegance number 4 flat brush. Now I have 2 flat brushes. I have one flat brush that I use for applying my glitters. And I have this one that I keep separate specifically for one stroke and one stroke only. So the brush hairs are really smooth. They're not going to be fluffy. Obviously when we're cleaning these brushes, guys, a dry Light Elegance lint-free wipe is what you're going to use. I'm going to pick up on one side my white buttercream on one corner, and on the other corner I'm going to pick up Beautiful and Bold, so my second colour, and I'm going to use the back of my hand to blend these colours through the brush. So this is really tricky because I'm doing this under camera and I've got a tripod in my way. So what we need to do is blend these 2 colours together to create a third colour in the middle. I'll turn it around that way. So obviously we wouldn't be doing this on top of our hand. So I'm really working these colours into the brush. This is a trick with one stroke. You really need to blend these colours together. I can't believe I'm going to be doing this. No pressure. And then I've just picked up some new colour on each corner. And I need to decide where my flower's going to be. So let's have a go here. And I'm going to touch and do a little triangle. I'm not watching the comments, so I don't know what anybody's saying. And all I'm doing is just wiggling my brush up and down to create a petal. So I know that there's where I'm starting and that's where I'm finishing. Kind of gives you a visual guide of where you're working to. So take your time, don't rush it. And notice how I've got my brush against her nail. Emma, I need you to turn your hand, babe. My brush is kind of parallel, upright still. And I'm just doing little up and down movements with my brush. I'm quite proud of that. So we're going to pop that in the lamp and cure it. Give me your other hand at the second. So this is the beauty of using buttercreams for one stroke. If I was to take this nail and say I started doing it and then I was like, oh, I've just done it the wrong way round, or I've made a mistake, I've made a bit of a mess. The beauty with using buttercreams is I can come in with my cleanser and just wipe it off. So we cure it for 30 seconds. What the hell is that I've picked up on my brush? Bubble. Little bubble. Hi, Mama Jeej. Oh. So once that layer's cured, all I'm going to do, just blend that back in. You might need to pick up some more colour. And now I'm going to come in and go over the same petals that I've just created earlier. Just to deepen them up a bit more. If it feels like it's dragging and it's a bit dry, pick up some more product on your brush. There we go, so my white's now brighter and my pink's now brighter. Because we've already got that initial petal outline, we don't need to worry about our placement so much because we've already got that original one down and it's cured and that's not going anywhere. So if we make a mistake with this one, we can wipe it off. I'm not going to though, because I'm not spending all night doing one stroke. Otherwise I've only shown 2 colours. And that's kind of not what a live's about. There we go. So pop him in. So I've cleaned my brush. He's done. Pop my lid back on and he goes away, not to be used for anything else other than one stroke. I'm not going to waste any of this buttercream that's left out on my palette. I'm going to pick up my little spatula. Because a little bit of buttercream goes a long way.
Can't see any of that.
Yeah, you can.
Can you?
It's on. Yeah. You can. It's there. It's in shot. You can't see it because it's under the comments, isn't it?
It is.
But it's there on the camera.
Bar.
And then I can just wipe that off. So now I'm going to take primary black gel paint. Now you can use the Selena Rident swirly brush or you can use the Elegance D2. I personally like using my Elegance D2 to do this because it gives me a finer finish. I'm a little bit heavy-handed with the swirly. So I'm just dipping this into my primary black gel paint and I'm just going to run it off onto my brush onto the back of my glove because I don't want a lot. And then I'm going to pick up little images, little parts of this flower and outline them. So it isn't easy under here because if you guys could see what I look like right now. I'm kind of contorting myself around my phone. So I'm literally just touching my brush into the product. Drawing my outlines. What's everybody saying then?
Jackie Clark is replying to some comments for you.
Oh, good girl.
And somebody just said, can anyone order from Sweet Squares? It doesn't give USA as an option.
No, you can't purchase Light Elegance if you're in the USA from Sweet Squared. You can purchase it from Light Elegance direct in the US. There are distributors in your country for the other products that I'm using. So there is a Elegance distributor in the US. I don't know where off the top of my head, I'm afraid. Just pop that in for me, Em. And then I'm going to take, now these are my Light Elegance dotting tools, so number 1 and number 2, and we will be getting these in stock because I have spoken to marketing and said we need these, so we will be getting these. I'm not sure when. Rach, have you heard anything about when we might be getting these into stock? But they are coming, guys. And now I'm just taking white buttercream on my number 1 dotting tool. I'm just putting some tiny little dots in the centre of my flower. And then we'll cure him again. Now this time I'm going to get Emma to double cure this, just to make sure before I put my top coat on that everything is completely cured and that I'm not going to make any of the colours bleed. So you can do your 1 stroke with 2 coats, 3 coats to build up the depth. That came out quite full of colour, the depth of those 2. So I only needed to do 2 layers of my 1 stroke flower then. What am I looking for now? Let's put a little bit of sparkle. Yeah. Let's put a little bit of sparkle on these. And just to add that little bit more shimmer in the middle, I'm going to use Losing My Impatience. Oh, thanks, Rach. What would I do without you? So I'm using the Selena Ryden Shorty. Again, a lot, as well as all of our other brushes. To clean your brushes, you must make sure you're cleaning them on a dry wipe. So I'm just adding Losing My Impatience to the centre, just gives it a little bit more depth and dimension. And what we can actually do with this one to finish it off, let's do some little leaves. And I'm using my swirly. You Add Me at Aloe. Obviously you could do 1 stroke flowers if you wanted to, but I've not got time to do that tonight. But it's taken me years to pluck up the courage and do 1 stroke, and actually it was Jojo Wickens, one of our other educators, who gave me a few pointers and actually uploaded a tutorial on her YouTube channel that I sat and watched, and I thought, do you know what, I'm going to give it a go. And it is so easy doing 1 stroke with buttercream. Gave me a bit more confidence because the buttercream doesn't dry until you put that hand in the lamp. So you've got more playtime rather than painting with acrylics where it's drying in the air. So we've just added a couple of little flowers, leaves even, with You Add Me at Aloe. And then, just to make them pop, because we can, I'm going to use a little bit of Say and Cilantro. Again with my swirly. Just a little piece. And that's what I love about these. You can actually use these as placement because you've got the chunkier pieces in there. And if you don't want a bit of purple on your petal or on your leaf, you can just specifically pick out the green bits, which is what I'm trying to do here. You might have to be a little bit patient, guys. There we go, look. Oh, look, I've got lots of green. So we'll have a little green dollop there. And we'll have another green dollop there. And because this is more of a placement of glitter rather than applying it thicker, this is going to lay nice and flat. So when we come to top coat, we're not going to have any problems. Here we go. Beautiful. Dollop. I love a good dollop. So to finish this off, you can use matte top coat over the top of your one stroke flower, or you can use super shiny, you can use your top gloss. Should I do shiny? Because these ones are matte. I might do a super shiny. If you do matte over the it's going to give you that kind of look, this one here. So it's going to look a little bit more hand drawn. So I'm just coming in with super shiny on this though. And it will make everything pop. I'm gonna drip. Beautiful. Okay. I'm quite impressed. My first one stroke under pressure, live, under camera, never before done before, never been done before. And I think that's only my third time doing it. No pressure at all. I don't think I did bad at all, do you?
I think you've done amazing, dear. Amazing.
So what I am going to do is show you how to do this blooming technique. And I think what I will do for the blooming technique is use, to show you how well it goes on, You Had Me at Aloe. Yeah. So again, I'm using my number 6. Actually, do you know what I need to do? What I said I was going to do, didn't I? Cleanse these nails again. Get right down there. So I'm just using my Light Elegance cleanser and my wipe. Because this is over the top of Light Elegance gel, this is Natural Cool Pink Light Elegance gel, I don't need to go in and apply tack. If I was doing this over the top of acrylic, I would need to apply a layer of tack and cure it for 30 seconds prior to doing so. Actually, what I'll show you. So imagine this is an acrylic enhancement. I've finished filed it. I'm now going to take Light Elegance tack, which is our bonding agent. It's got a tiny little brush. And I'm going to scrub this into the nail. So what this is going to do, it acts like sticky-sided, double-sided sticky tape, double-sided sticky tape. So whatever we go to put on over the top, it's going to grip. If you do not apply tack over the top of freshly filed acrylic or any acrylic enhancement, the colour gel that you put on over the top will not stick. It will stick, it will look great when the client comes out of the lamp, same as when you take a car in to be spray painted that's got rust all over it. If a car's got rust all on it and you don't clean that rust off before you spray paint it, it will come out looking great, but within a few days you're going to start noticing air bubbles, you're going to notice it chips. If you knock it, it's going to chip off and flake off. And that's the same thing if you use colour gel, the Light Elegance colour gels over the top of acrylic without a base layer. So we're kind of prepping this nail when we're using acrylic, ready for the key adhesion of our colour gels. Does that make sense? So I'm just coming in with You Add Me at Aloe. Which is a beautiful pale mint green with a really nice fine gold shimmer running through it, which the gold shimmer isn't coming out under camera. So we're going to cure that one. What can we do on your other hand while we're waiting? Just trying to think what else. Oh, I know what I'll do on that hand. You're going to have different hands again, Emma, I'm afraid.
I expected it.
Girl. But they're all so pretty and they all go together anyway. And they're going to be all flowery.
Flower power.
So that's cured for 30 seconds in my LED dot. And I'm coming in and applying my second coat. See, I can't see under the bloody comments.
This one, all you've had is people saying that they love the collections, a few more people watching, and again, I love the shimmer in this one.
Good. Get anything down there? No. Okay.
What's the difference between tack and powder bond? I have powder bond in my kit, but not
Power
these.
bond.
Power bond, sorry.
Okay. So tack is okay. What you want to think of with the bases, we've got 4 bonders. We've got what we would think as a bond or as a base. Okay, so you have 2 products which are like a base, I would say, or a prep kind of thing, which is Air Dry and Vitaprime. Power Bond and Tack are our actual bonders that are going to bond these products to the nails, and they're going to bond them to enhancements. Power Bond is your gel base and bonder all in one, and Power Bond is only suitable for clients that have got hard, rigid nails. So it's great to use Power Bond on the toes because the toes are super hard and strong, and we can then cure that and go straight in with our colour gel or our buttercream over the top of it. You can't do that on natural nails because natural nails are more flexible and will have a bit more movement, so you need to use manicure over the top of your Power Bond. But Power Bond is suitable for those clients that have got hard, rigid nails, but it's our base gel and bonder all in one. Tack is what you would use on nearly every single client. This is going to be your go-to bonder. It's like double-sided sticky tape, which is going to grip the natural nail and grip the gel to the natural nail and hold it in place, and it's more flexible. So tack will be your go-to. Under both tack and Power Bond, you can use the primer type things, primers rather than a bonder, actually a base primer. I look at Air Dry, no Air Bond. Is it Air Bond? Yeah, I look at Air Bond and Vitaprime as my primers, and Tack or Power Bond as my bonders. So I can use Tack with Vitaprime, or I can use Tack with Air Dry, Air Bond, but I cannot use Tack with Power Bond because I can't put 2 bonders together, but I can use a primer with a bonder. Does that make sense?
Just me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Did you cure that?
Yes.
Cool. I can't remember whether you cured it or not.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is one way.
Okay. Thank you.
So this is one way to do the blooming technique. So I'm now applying my Super Shiny to my 2 coats of You Had Me at Aloe. I had to think then what I put on. My mind's just gone blank. And we're going to cure this layer. And I'm going to take Talk Dirt to Me and Rose to the Occasion. I don't know, actually. No, I might do Don't Be Such a Pansy this time. I tried it with this one. And I'm taking my Licente D2 brush because I want a really fine point. Oh. So I'm not removing my inhibition layer from the Super Shiny. Super Shiny has a really slippy, wet inhibition layer. So it's really slick and thin. So I can then go in with, how am I doing this? In or out? Out, in. Don't know if you can see this. Is this coming out onto camera?
Some door comments. I'm not seeing great, sorry. Just. Yes, yeah, you are saying that.
So all I'm doing is picking up a drop of Talk Dirt to Me each time and then touching it to the nail, putting a little bit of pressure so I get a dot and dragging into the centre. But I'm using a light pressure. Wipe it off. And I'm coming in with a different colour. This one stands out more. So this won't give you that blooming effect like you get with a lot of the gel polishes that are out there, but it will give you that effect. I don't know if you can see it with that white there. Can you see how it's spreading? Because we've got that slippy top coat, I'm going to leave that, don't cure it, just put your hand to the side. And while your hand's on the side, I'm going to do a different nail. You don't want to cure this immediately, because if you cure this, that's how it's going to stay. But if I leave that and we just let that settle, that's going to carry on spreading out slowly. So it will take time to do the blooming with this way round, because it needs to be able to settle and spread itself out. But it will spread. So that's one way to do the blooming technique. So I'm just cleansing Emma's nail. Look, you've pulled all that towards you.
That's mine.
That's why I don't know where I'm placing my hand. No, look, you've still got it. She's nicking the background, guys.
Right, me off.
There. Drop my brush.
No, I'm fine.
Right. Rose to the occasion.
You're all right, you're saying.
Oh, look, see, that's the colour it is. It's not red. See, it's a pink. But if you apply it thicker, you're going to get a really red pink. I don't know if you can see, but can you see the colour that I used previously coming out through the back of my brush, but it's not transferring onto the nail. So that's another thing that I love about these brushes is although you've wiped them clean, they will still hold a lot of colour within them. But when you pick up your next colour, it won't transfer that colour to the nail. It actually pushes it out the back of the brush. Pop that in the lamp for me, babe. So all you need to do is just give it a wipe, and that will carry on. The next time I pick this up, it will carry on with white back out on it again, but that's fine because it's only the colour that I'm using on this side that is going to be transferring onto the nail. If you are using only one gel polish brush, if you're not lucky enough to have quite a few of the gel polish brushes so you can transfer from colour to colour, what you can do if you've used a really strong colour and you want to then use a really, really light colour, you can actually work some manicure into your brush and that will clean the brush from the inside out. So you just keep working the manicure in, wipe it, bit more manicure, work it in, wipe it, and what that will do, it will force all of that colour gel out of the brush. Don't ever clean these in acetone or cleanser or disperse isopropyl alcohol or anything like that, guys, because they're synthetic hairs. If you do that with these brushes, you will ruin them and they will end up going fluffy. Look, it stays really flat and smooth and the hairs stay together. They don't go all messy. So that's just one thin coat. Now I think this looks beautiful as a beautiful sheer pink, like almost like those jelly nails. It almost gives you that jelly effect. But I'm going to, no I'm not, I've changed my mind because I can. I'm going to hit this because this is what I did with that funny pinky colour one earlier. I'm going to hit this now with a sheer coat of You Grow Girl, which is our lilac shimmer. Over there, babe. Mm-hmm. Look how that transforms that colour. So if you want still that kind of hotty pink colour, but you want it with a bit of shimmer, hit it with You Grow Girl. Because it really is, for me, a game changer of a colour. This is an effect colour, as well as being a colour in its own right, a solid colour in its own right, it becomes an effect when you apply it sheerer. So pop him in the lamp. Did you cure that?
No.
Oh, good. I thought you just took that out of the lamp.
No, it's been there and been on my neck.
So can you see now, guys, how that's been left? And you can see how those colours, you can't really see the white, unfortunately. I can see it really well, but it's really bloomed out. So when you're happy with the blooming that is done, you can pop this in the lamp and cure it. So we'll just pop him in. It's gone too long. 60 seconds, I need to be on for 30. So colour gels only cure for 30 seconds. We don't need to cure them for any longer than that. Our Lexi gels need to be cured for 60 seconds or 2 minutes if you've got a client that suffers from heat spike or has got thin nail plates. Which one's going to come out first?
This one.
Okay. That's a shame that that one's not as...
It's not showing up.
Yeah, the white.
I can't. Not see.
Do you know what it is? I think it's the lights. There. Can you see the whites bloomed out? That's as good as I'm going to get it under camera, guys, I'm afraid. It doesn't want to play ball. Where's my super shiny gone? Let's put should we put on that one? Some peony for your thoughts. And I'm using my shorty. And there's one particular piece that I want smack bang in the middle of that one. And then, where's my big bits? I'm just using my shorty to pick out the pieces that I want. So there's some matte bits on this one. I'm just going to place that in the centre of that one. So pop him in. So the other way that I found that you can do blooming with Light Elegance is by curing your colour coats, which I've done now, and I'm going to take Manicure. So Manicure is our thinnest Lexi gel. Where's my brush gone? Number 4. Put them all in here, don't I? I thought I left an oval.
Was there?
No, I want an oval. No, they're all gel polish. So I'm going to use my number 4 oval brush for this. And I'm just going to apply a nice thin, to the middle, babe, slip layer. Now Manicure is brilliant because Manicure is a base gel and a top coat all in one, same as One Step. So you can actually, if you wanted to, smooth off anything. You can come in with a thin layer of Manicure, cure it, and job's done. So we're not going to cure that because I need that wet layer to be able to do my blooming on. Super Shiny has a really thin, wet, slippy layer when it cures as the inhibition layer. But the other gels, I tried this with One Step and it was a bit thick. Some I made earlier, look. So this was with One Step, which I didn't really like. And this was with Manicure. And you can see that the Manicure kind of bled out a little bit. So that's Manicure versus One Step. We've got a ghosty. So I'm using Rose to the Occasion. And my D2 again. Or you can use the Selena Ryden swirly. Actually, I might use my swirly for this one. Now I want them a little bit thicker. And then I can go in and do some detailing with my D2. I found that when I used Talk Dirt to Me to do this, it kind of bled a little bit too much. The actual colour itself bled too much. So you might be able to do this with white swimsuit if you wanted a more contrasting colour. I haven't tried it, so you would have to give it a go yourselves, guys. But this rose one works really well as a blooming colour. But whenever we're doing blooming, we need to let it settle. We need to be patient with this and give it time to do what it wants to do. What I might do, see if it works, because I've got a different background on there, so it might be different. So I'm actually going to come in with a small amount of Talk Dirt to Me as a highlight while it's still wet, because this might blend out onto it, I'm not sure. It's worth a go, isn't it? Nothing like live. So can you see how it's, to see again, it's the colour, it's not picking up under camera, is it? It needs to be white. Pop him in. Let's do Talk Dirt to Me. Yeah. Oh, did you just cure that?
You told me to put it in. You just put it in.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, oh yeah, because it didn't work, did it? Well, it did work, but it's not.
It looks great.
You can't see it very well. It's not that it didn't work. What are the ones?
It looks fab.
I'll tell you what. See, I love Talk Dirt to Me, as you will find, as a base for the rest of these colours, because Talk Dirt to Me gives us that nice bright white background, but not bright white. It's a nice background colour to really bring out the colour of everything else. Camera again. Emma, you're supposed to be checking.
Sorry. Terrible model me.
I just get in the zone and I forget what I'm doing. You're supposed to be keeping a check for me.
Okay.
I'm going to sack the model tonight, guys.
Sorry. Terrible.
Him in.
I would have never thought of that.
Pop him in. So I haven't done this, what I'm going to do now. I've done the blooming with manicure, but roses with manicure, pop that in. But I haven't done the roses on top of Super Shiny that's been cured. So I'm curing Super Shiny. I'm just coming in and applying another really thin wet layer of Talk Dirt to me there. Clean my brush. That's all of them, innit? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So much like we did with the first nail that I did this evening, I'm just going to come in with my striping brush and randomly apply the colours on the nail. I don't mind if they kind of mix together. Excuse me, sorry. And I'm using a really light touch and just stroking down the nail. Now that shimmer from the You Grow Girl and the shimmer from You Had Me at Aloe, because it's then really thin, really lends itself to this technique, which is super easy. If you're not happy or you think you've got a bit too much red or a bit too much pink in there, you can come back in and add some more of the other colours before you cure it. So a bit of blue down the middle. But this is a really light touch, guys. So I'm barely touching my brush to the nail and just dragging it off. So it kind of gives us a mottled look. Pop him in. So this one is, I think, going to be the last one because it's 9 o'clock. Where's the time just disappeared to?
Don't know. Still got some nails left.
Yeah, we can do that off camera, but I don't want everyone getting bored. So we've got a cured layer of Super Shiny. I don't know why I'm using a striping brush to do this. Do I want that one? Let's see if this one works a bit better. You can certainly see the colour difference. So it is blooming. You can see that it's slowly spreading itself across, flattening out a little bit. And this is where you can really see the pink. Of Rose to the Occasion. So I'm applying a little bit of pressure as I touch it to the nail, the first initial splodge, and then lift my brush up as I pull away. And we're just going to leave that now. Just hold your fingers flat on the table. Just move it back there. So we're just going to leave that for a second or two and let it settle. And I'm going to take this one, which is cured now. Yeah, you can really see that now. I think the light's not very good tonight. And I'm going to take my flat number 4, not that one. That's my 1-stroke brush. So don't get your brushes mixed up, guys. This is my number 4 flat that I use for glitter. And I'm going to apply a really thin coat. We've got some rosemary in there as well. Bit of everything going on that one. So losing my impatience with that one. Pop him in. Did I top coat that one? Nope. Oh, I can't cure that yet, so I don't know. So can you see how that's now blooming really well? It's really spreading out across the nail. So when we're happy with the bloom of that, rather than letting it carry on, I'm just going to get Emma to cure that.
Yep.
Yep. What one haven't we used? We've not used this, have we? Don't be such a pansy.
No, don't think so.
Used it as a fill-in.
Mm.
What colour you got on the middle finger on the other hand though? Green.
Green.
So don't be such a pansy. Is that coming out really orange under camera?
Too many comments.
Okay.
It's got a Lexi loves you.
Hi Lexi. Thank you for joining me. I am honoured. I love you too, and I love your products, love. Pop them in. So, there's our bloomed Rose to the Occasion over the top of Talk Dirt to Me, which has now been cured. So we can do the blooming technique with Light Elegance, and for me the blooming technique is super easy by doing it over the top of Super Shiny. So I'm coming in and applying a Super Shiny to this nail now to finish it off. So remember, the easiest way to do the blooming technique is to apply your colours, whatever colours you want to use as your base, cure them, apply your Super Shiny top coat, cure it, but do not wipe that inhibition layer off. Leave that inhibition layer on the nail and then go in and apply your colours that you want to bloom over the top. Let them settle, then cure it, and you will get that blooming technique with Light Elegance hard gels. So, oh no, he can come, the other one can be top coated now as well. So you don't have to do roses, you can do the really simple daisies that I did on this nail. And the daisies
Okay.
Yeah. The daisies, you can see on this one, I love it, the daisy effect. Let's get these off. It looks so delicate when you do them that way. And that's just done with the Talk Dirt to Me over the top in the Super Shiny before curing. And then also the little flowers, the little hearts are done the same way by doing 2 little dots either side and dragging down to the centre and letting them settle, and they become that heart shape as well. And then this, is it this one? No, it was that one. I think, yeah. The roses. I've just broke it. I busted it, guys. I knocked them off. I'll have to show you on the board. The little roses there. They look cool. Which one's done? That one.
Both are.
It's a pansy one.
Back in.
Sorry?
That's right, I'm in.
So I think we're going to make this the last nail tonight, guys, because it's gone past 9 o'clock here in the UK. And I will have to finish off Emma's nails off camera. We picked up fluff on this one. Leave that, don't leave it there. So before I put this one in the lamp, I'm going to come in at the base with What Incarnations. Wipe my brush off and kind of blend the 2 colours together. Just to give us a different look. There is fluff or something on that nail. It's a lot paler than Tropics. It's more creamy. But yeah, it's a similar colour to Tropics. It's like Short Skirt Flirt Flirt from the Buttercream collection, but better. I'm just going to keep hitting it up until I'm happy with what I've got going on. So now I'm coming in with You Grow Girl. So I'm creating a completely different colour. So you can mix all of these colours together. You don't have to just keep them as they are in the pot. You can keep adding, you can keep changing, and that's what I love about like Elegance. And you can keep playing with this until you're happy with the colour that you've got. Pop him in the lamp now, Em. So I'm just going to remove the top film from these ones. Because I can't remember which ones I've done and which ones I haven't.
I think there's 2 well done.
So, when you've finished your service, we're going to use our Light Elegance cuticle oil. Apply a little drop of cuticle oil and massage in. And then what I like to do, especially if you're taking photos, you do not want an oil bloom when you're taking pictures. So I'm going to take a dry cleansing wipe and I'm going to rub in or rub off any excess oil, which also helps get rid of it off the skin. So your fingers are photo ready. There's nothing worse than someone taking a photo with oiled fingers and all you see is the glare of the light from the oil. So we have Talk Dirt to Me with our blend of all the different colours and double stamped. We have First Time for Me live under camera, One Stroke Buttercream Flowers with just beautiful and bold, and Just White and black gel paint. And then we have some You Had Me at Aloe leaves with Say Ain't Cilantro accents in the leaves. We've got Blooming. Oh, you can see the white there now, look. You can see it. So you've got bloomed design using Don't Be Such a Pansy and Talk Dirt to Me over the top of You Had Me at Aloe with a Peony for Your Thoughts glitter in the centre. And we had Talk Dirt to Me with Rose to the Occasion as a bloomed rose. Then we have this one, which was What Incarnations with You Grow Girl. No, it wasn't, was it? It was Rose to the Occasion. A thin coat of Rose to the Occasion with You Grow Girl, which has given us that most amazing electric purple hot pink underneath. And then the bloomed rose with Rose to the Occasion. We've got Don't Be Such a Pansy with What Incarnations and then You Grow Girl all mixed together. And then we have Talk Dirt to Me with every single remaining colour gel blended, and then Losing My Impatience over the top. So I'm just going to take those off to the side. I will just re-show you all those colours in all their glory again. Just to feel. Don't know why everything's fallen off. Move this out of the way. Can I zoom back out? I can't zoom back in. Nope. So we're going to have to do it the old-fashioned way. So we have Don't Be Such a Pansy, Super Shiny, Matte, Flat Matte, and then a Peony for Your Thoughts, and a Peony for Your Thoughts single layer, Peony for Your Thoughts double layer. We have Talk Dirt to Me, Super Shiny, Flat Matte, and Oopsie Daisy. Oopsie Daisy single layer and double layer. We have You Grow Girl with I Wet My Plants. We have Rose to the Occasion, which under camera is coming out really red, and it isn't. It's a gorgeous raspberry red pink, beautiful, with Eat, Drink and Rosemary. Then we have What Incarnations with Losing My Impatience. And finally, we have You Had Me at Aloe with Say It Ain't Cilantro. So I hope you've enjoyed seeing all these colours and seeing all the beautiful things that you can create with them. Have fun with them, guys, and don't forget, try layering them over different colours, because you never know what you're going to get when you mix them together. Thanks so much for watching this evening. Those of you that have stayed with me to the end, I appreciate it. And I look forward to seeing you next time, and also seeing what you create with this stunning collection that, as I said, has got to be my favourite springtime collection from like Elegance since I've been using them. There is not one colour in this collection that I do not love. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Enjoy the rest of your evening, or for those of you watching in other countries, enjoy the rest of your day. And hopefully I will see you in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.